Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speculate, where we speculate all things video games, Marvel, Star Wars, and more. Today, we'll be talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 and the release games that will release alongside the new system. First of all, we're going to be talking about the next Mario game. I think the next Mario game and the release title for the Mario game on this system will be a 3D Mario game, as we haven't seen a real new and innovative Mario game for a while, I think, since Mario Odyssey. And I don't think it'll be a sequel to Mario Odyssey. I think it'll be a completely new game. I think this new game is going to be different and innovative to go along with that leaked patent that Nintendo filed for the dual screen Switch. I think it'll go along with that and be something really creative with a focus on a two-player game because they have the two screens that you can split on that patent that Nintendo released. Now, I think Mario Kart, the next Mario Kart game, Mario Kart 9, will probably be not a release title. I think it'll be released a little bit after because I think the Switch will be backwards compatible and you'll be able to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the new Switch, which is why I think they'll wait a little bit to release that Mario Kart game. And I think that one will be really different too because Mario Kart 8 has so far been the definite Mario Kart game. It has a lot of different tracks and characters. And I think this Mario Kart, the new Mario Kart for the Switch, will have some interesting features or mechanics that'll just make it separate from all the other Mario Kart games. And I think they'll wait a little bit to release that. And that really depends too on when the Switch releases. I think if the Switch has a release near the holiday season, then the Mario Kart game could come alongside of that possibly. Next up, we have Legend of Zelda games. I think there will absolutely be a Legend of Zelda game released alongside of the new Switch. I think it'll be a remake or a re release because we just got Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and they're still trying to sell that one. So I don't think there's a new Zelda game in development. I think it's probably just a remake or a re release, is my best guess. Although I think they are already, of course, working on the next Zelda game, and Nintendo recently said that the next Zelda game will not be a sequel to Tears of the Kingdom at all. It'll just be a totally new game, which is why I think the next Zelda game will release a little bit later down the line on the Switch. They want to make sure with their new concepts they have for this game that it's going to be well developed and well finished when they're ready to release it. Of course, next up, we have to talk about Pokemon. I think a Pokemon game will definitely release with the Nintendo Switch 2, although I think it'll be a Let's Go game. I think it could be Let's Go Johto or Let's Go Hoenn. I don't think they'll do a new generation game with the release of the new Nintendo Switch. I think they'll save that till a little bit into its lifetime to build hype around it and regain some of the hype around the Nintendo Switch system. And what's interesting about this Pokemon game is that what they'll be able to do with it, since they have that dual screen, they can make it more like a DS game, which will be interesting to see the route they take with that, if that is in fact the case, to see if they make it more so like a DS Pokemon game or like the actual Nintendo Switch games we had, or if it'll be a little hybrid of both. And finally, we have to talk about Animal Crossing. I think a new Animal Crossing game is, of course, in the works. We last got Animal Crossing New Horizons in 2020, and I think that this could be a release title with the Nintendo Switch 2, although it's one I'm on the fence on because they might wait a little bit to release this one to make sure it's polished and ready to be released to the public. I'm not sure how long. Maybe they have been working on it before the release of Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's probably the case. But regardless, I think this one, what it could be, however, I think it might actually be go back to that format with the village. I don't know if they'll go with the island format like they did with New Horizons, though they could do a little hybrid format where you have the village, but you also have the island. You have two separate places you can switch between, kind of like Clash of Clans, where you're able to switch between the night island and the regular island there. They might try to do something with that with Animal Crossing. I think that'd be an interesting direction, though we'll have to see. Anyways, that'll do it for this video. Leave a comment down below what you think the release titles for the Nintendo Switch 2 will be. Leave a like down below if you like the video, subscribe, and have a good one.